What up, everyone? Back with another video, and posted my first video last week for the first time in, I believe, 4 or 5 months since October, and I just wanted to circle back with another update, and I'm looking to be more consistent starting next week, but just an insightful video about where I'm at with the couple of businesses that I run, as well as just my state of mind where I'm at with that as well. So, real quick, I just want to talk about the markets. We've literally been in range since November, so like we're closing in on 5 months of just choppy range between like I want to say like mainly 2 to 300 points, so between 7,000 and like 6,700, or not even like 6,850, or sorry, 6,750, 6,800. So we've just been ranging there. The Qs as well, same shit, pretty much in range. The only thing that was trending early this year was IWM. Small caps were doing pretty good, but even at that, it's been choppy as of late. So we've got the Middle East war, Iran, Israel, USA, and everyone firing at each other in the Middle East, and that's not even sending the market lower, which is very confusing. So we keep projecting, which is bearish. We're under all key EMAs, the 21, the 9, whatever ones you use. And every time we break down, we just reverse and just go back up. And every single day there's constant dip buyers. Today we're gonna end with another hammer candle after being down about 100 points on the day. So it's just very confusing. We have bearish divergence on the weekly. We have record put volume. A lot of people are hedged, but the VIX just keeps making higher highs and higher lows. The VIX is trending, which is not bullish at all either. So nothing is very bullish in this market. We had softer nuke earlier this year and now relative strength, but I just feel like money's rotating out of semis, which is a higher market cap sector, and rotating into dead money, which is software. That's not really bullish rotation. It's probably just a dead cap bounce, for a few weeks, but then once the markets really tank, that's gonna tank as well. Probably make a double bottom or a slightly lower low, but rebound. I don't think there's much left to go down for software, but ultimately it's not bullish for the market. It won't hold up the market. It doesn't make up as much market cap as semis. So you know the Mag 7 haven't been doing great this year as a whole. The Mags ETF is trending lower, although it does look decent now, but it's just been trending down all year, and we're like 15% down from highs or something like that. But yet again, the market is very resilient. So it's a lot of confusing things. This is not the environment that I make money. Matter of fact, I'm down about a little less than 10% on the year, which is totally fine. Last year, I pretty much lost, I want to say, 70% of my port during the tariff crash. So, I'm maneuvering through the drawdown better than I did previously, and I learned a lot from my mistakes. I'm not sizing up in trades. I'm not actively trading as much. I'm not sizing any positions. I'm just waiting for the right environment. And I do see a few good setups, but I'm just trying to stay patient, preserve my capital, and I know for a fact I will double or triple my portfolio like I did last year. When the environments get better. So just trying to stay patient there. You know, I uh, I haven't made any money this year, which is taking a toll on me. Obviously, I have the business going on, the e-commerce business, which I'll get into in a sec. That's making me money, but I'm just saying from trading, which is my big money maker, I haven't made any money from it, and you know, we're in March now. It's been 3 months, like almost 3 months through the year going on, and I haven't seen any results. So I'm just trying to stay mentally strong. Um, it's been pretty tough and yeah, very draining, very challenging. But I'm just trying to stay distracted. Uh, talk about the agency real quick. So we're focusing mostly on email marketing and product fulfillment now on the auto fulfill side of things, which is the subdivision that I do manage. So any email marketing services, anyone with an ecom brand, if you guys want any quotes on your products, links in the description below or DM me on Instagram. Um, you know, we're generating great results for email marketing, averaging about like 25 to 30% in recovery rates, which is pretty insane. Industry averages at like 15-20%. So we have that automated and running pretty well with my myself and the team. So that's been looking great. Everything on the back end is going fine. We're potentially going to be building a SaaS soon. I'm excited about that. I do think we're going to be starting a coaching program where we bring in students and just help them out with their stores. So, I'm excited about a few things, but just as of now, you know, just needs a bit more time, a bit more building. So I'm trying to stay positive on that end. Another project that I am starting soon is building a lot of condos in Ottawa. So Ottawa is pretty old, and there's a lot of properties that are, a lot of properties that have been built from like 1970, 1980s, and they're flat bungalows. We're trying to reach out to people and convince them to demolish the house and build like 10 to like 20 unit condo buildings on that lot, which would generate them a lot of money as well as myself. So looking to work on that. If there are any investors that stumble upon this video, reach out to me. I have literally every single um, group or workers aspect of a condo business, building it from A to Z. I have all the contacts, and we're cooking up a team that's going to be starting to do that at scale later this year. So um, I'm pretty excited about that. My background, if you guys don't know, I'm a civil engineer. So I still love construction. I just didn't pursue that just because I didn't like it as much. So, still a passion project of mine, building condos. So we'll be focusing on that later this year. So those are a few updates and things I want to, rumble upon to you guys on the video, just to give you guys an update on where I'm at. It's been pretty challenging. I just don't want you guys to be discouraged if you're trading with in the community. I'm not taking a lot of trades. It's not because I don't want to make you guys money or myself money. I'm just trying to stay patient. This is not my strong suit. I'm not a scalper or day trader, so uh, yeah, it's been pretty tough. But I know the opportunities on the other side will be amazing, just like last year. So just waiting for drawdown. Ideally, SPX at 6,500. Even better would be 6,100 to retest the previous all-time high from last year. That would be amazing, but I don't know if we'll get there. The market's been very, very resilient, and despite everything, it's not dropping, but at the same time, it's not breaking out. So, you can interpret it in two different ways. Uh, all the bad news, and we're not nuking or going down, but also there are some great things happening. The stimmy part of Trump's tax cuts will be coming in later this year, in a couple months, tax season. So that's very, very good. The ISM is very bullish. The economy is reaccelerating, so that's bullish as well. So I do think there's just a tough midterm year where we get a lot of, drawdowns, just a tough year in general to maneuver through. But I know some parts of the summer probably be decent, and Q4 as a whole will be amazing. So just have to stay patient, and I know I can make my whole year with one trade, make $100,000 in one trade. My port's at a little under 200K. I reset at 200K earlier this year, paid myself out finally last year, and you know, have decent amount of cash to dump into the markets if we do tank. So pretty excited if we do get drawdown. I'm gonna be buying a lot of things that I do already have a watch list for. Comment down below if you want that watch list. I'll send you guys the 10 stocks that I have on my list that I will be buying heavily on any market drawdown. So if you guys want that list, ask for it in the comment section below. I'll send it to you guys. There are stocks that have been holding relatively well throughout this chop. So hope you guys enjoyed this update video. Still working a lot of things. Email marketing. DM me if you want any help with that. I'll catch you guys on the next video with a lot more information, a lot more entertaining videos. I'm cooking up a few things, and I'll be back pretty much full time on YouTube relatively soon. So I'll catch you guys there. Peace.